After a year of warfare in Rwanda, torrential rains are now creating more problems for the strife-torn country. The rain is washing corpses from their shallow graves. A unit of the Canadian Armed Forces remains in Rwanda to help get the country back on its feet. Most of the Canadian effort is in the medical field. The Canadian Armed Forces have set up a hospital in Rwanda. We warn you that some of the scenes in this footage is fairly graphic. The 25 Canadians have seen more than 22,000 patients in the last 2 months. Electrical blackouts are just one of the problems facing the medical specialists. Major René Jacques of Valcartier, Quebec, had to conduct a cesarean birth by flashlight when the area experienced a power failure. It took 5 minutes to get the baby to start breathing. Their efforts were not in vain. The ordeal by flashlight was successful. There are many similar stories coming out of Rwanda. To talk about some of those stories and his duties is Corporal Kelly MacLeod of Colborne, Ontario. Corporal, perhaps you can begin by telling us about your assignment in Rwanda.
I'm working in the hospital right now. We've set up a canvas hospital. It's got about 4 wards, a screening department, trauma department, OBS department. We've covered just about everything here.
Do you consider it a tough assignment?
It's been pretty tough here. You see a lot of the kids dying here. A lot of them are babies, very small. We don't have a lot of the sophisticated equipment we have back at home to treat these people. So a lot of it's broad spectrum treatments, and you hope that it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's pretty tough sometimes.
Can you tell us about some of your experiences?
Well, we've had a couple of trauma cases. We had a couple of, the first one was a 13-year-old kid who picked up a grenade, lost his right hand, most of his right leg, and some of his left hand. We had an adult who did pretty much the same thing, blew off both of his hands, broke mid-arm. And it's a lot of work to try and keep them alive. It's a lot of things involved, a lot of keen heads, and smart thinking, and it keeps these people alive. However, with no hands in a place like this, I don't know what we're doing for them.
Has it been a rewarding experience, at least spiritually?
Definitely it was an awakening, that's for sure. You learn to appreciate what you have, and you take some of the menial things in life, you throw them out. They're not so important anymore, you know. Things that used to get to you don't seem to bother you as much anymore. It's been good being here. I've learned a lot. Hopefully we've helped some people and made their lives a little better.
I suppose you miss your family.
I miss the family. I wouldn't mind being home. It'd be nice, be with the wife and kids.
Would you like to say hello to them?
My wife Cheryl, my kids, Jason, Ryan, and Dylan.
Corporal, thank you very much for your valuable time.
You're welcome.